Hi, welcome to Behind the Wizard's Curtain. I'm Ed Hicks, I'm an artist, and today we'll be learning how to do scrapey scratchy things with spray cans on paper. I'll be using predominantly Belton today, which you get from shops, and scrapey things from hardware shops. These are used for grouting. Now the board here has been prepped. I've painted it with a white spray paint. Today we'll be painting a landscape. I'm going to start off with if you look at old ukiyo-e Japanese woodblock prints, they often have a sky which has a very slight gradient at the top. So I'm going to start off with a dark colour. I'm using a deep sea blue, dark there, and then fade it up. These are really skinny caps there. Put that on top of there, like so. And then go for the lighter one. And that just fades up just there. Okay, we've got some kind of layer of sky there. If the splatter happens, just go with it. Just go with it, man. Now, you don't really want to be using too much spray. It's very easy to just stick on far too much there, and then you've got loads to get rid of. It has to come off again. So instead, you just go very, very, very light. Landscapes are the easiest things to draw in all time. If you do get a piece of paper and draw a single line across the middle of it, you pretty much got a landscape. So remember, at the back, it's always more faded out because air you can see through air, but if it gets further and further back, the denseness of it really makes it all things. It's physics. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that up there. There. Now remember, since we are using sprays and they dry out incredibly fast, you're going to have to keep moving, because if you remember, you're painting with a cone. Well, the spray comes out like that, so the closer you are like that, it fades out. If you look at the best way of explaining it is, see? High density, low density. Off you go. The point is just to kind of rough up the colours. Don't really worry too much about where they are. You can have a slight knowledge, but I'm probably going to go snowy, and then have the main thing, and then at the very back it's going to be some mountainous shapes there. There's a little bit of kind of foliage type things there. I'm not really worried about what it looks like right now. Now, every time you cut into it, you see it will go back to kind of the white. I like to just fuck it about, really. I use acetone, which is terrible to use inside. Really, really bad idea. Let's go for it. Acetone is obviously a solvent. Really dangerous solvent. It causes, leukemia, bad hair, heartbreak, psoriasis, make all your pets run away. It's abysmal stuff. If this starts looking like the type of artwork that you see by people around the beach or in hotel resorts, they do they do space pictures and they scrape it around and they manipulate it all. It's a little bit like that, but better. I'm starting to build up layers here, layers and layers of muck and stuff. You can use the edges of these things to get these fine lines. They're usually really, really white. There's one thing you can't do particularly well with such a clumsy, great nub end of a thumb of a spray can. It's really fine detail. That's where this comes in. You can also use these for as mini masks. If you want to have little micro fades in there, that's very good. It's often worth using transparents as well. A lot of people sniff at transparents, they don't like it. I think they're kind of useful. Coloured transparents as well. When you get two colours meeting, you'll get a third one. As that like watercolour washes, which if you are working on canvas, it's quite useful. What we're going to probably end up with is the type of picture that you might buy at the seaside in those little galleries that you never go in. But you know, I mean, who needs to do graffiti really? I'm just going to keep layering up here. This isn't going particularly well. When you oh, this is a transparent black. I'm going to put that up there like that. Form these greying, desaturated background layers. So there we go. I think we're getting kind of close to being able to really activate the white there. Using the white there to cut off the mountains, so they come up there. Now where the mountains go one after another, obviously you want a little fade in there, around there, around there. What you get when you use this, it always drips down, but you will get these kind of little fadey bits, lovely little fadey bits. It doesn't really look like anything else. You can spray into the little mess there. Oh, probably a bit extreme. But if you make a mistake, don't worry. You just fade it out there. Just let it trickle on down there, down through the ages, in a dance as old as time. It goes there, and then I'm going to just scrape through just some kind of lines, just a little bit of something down the bottom there. It's good to just move through it. I kind of like the way that went there, so let's just add some darkness down the bottom. This is the area that we're really going to scratch into, and because we're scratching into it, we're going to get more detail. So, some up there, another one down there. I want this to blend out, so I'm going to use a little bit around there, So let it go. Now for fine detail on the scratchings, I use one of these. I'm just roughly drawing around bits there, just to get a bit of light through the darkness. Not exactly precise, but that's fine. And there we are, a painting made of paint. What we did here was prime the base, get the fake down, build up a bunch of colours, smashing around a bit, and then just define the forms loosely with white, scraping back, using acetone to burn through, get the fading, and then at the end, just use a little scraper to get some bits of detail. It's not the best work I've ever done, but I hope you took something from it. Thanks very much, and we'll join you next time on Behind the Wizard's Curtain!